Welcome to NEXTGames HTMB series, this video covering a Stygian Pact against Odin. Now in this video, I'll give an overview of the end spell strategy, which is what we're going to use in this particular battle example to take on Odin on any difficulty solo. Then I'll show you a battle example using this technique on the normal difficulty. Now let's go ahead and start with discussing the end spell strategy and what it looks like, as Odin can be a very challenging HTMB to take on due to his many nasty battle mechanics. However, if you can slow him down with enfeebles and deny him the ability to do any of the abilities, you can make quick work of this fight. Now the strategy I'm about to go over is going to work on any difficulty with Odin, but I find the best difficulty to use it on is normal, as on higher difficulties and above, you're going to run into two main issues, and that is 1, keeping him silenced under 50%, and 2, having enough accuracy in order to be able to hit him reliably. That being said, the higher difficulty you went on, the better drop rate. So if you're going after a specific drop, go ahead and start on the normal difficulty to get the strategy down, and then work your way up if you're feeling comfortable. Now you really should have Red Mage mastered in order to reliably do this on normal difficulty, but it is possible to do it without that. So the first part of the strategy we're going to discuss is the gear. You want to have a solid TP set with close to 34 dual wield, since you're not going to have any additional haste to cap you, and as much accuracy and store TP as possible. For weapons, you want to use 1 damage daggers in both hands. There are several in the game, the easiest of which to acquire is the ceremonial dagger, which can be bought off the auction house. I also recommend an Orpheus' sash for your belt. Next, let's go ahead and move on to the buffs that you're going to need to keep up for this entire run. Obviously, first start with composure, then you want to start the fight with a sublime sushi or better to make sure your accuracy is high enough. Then, protect 5, shell 5, stone skin, aquaveal, gain intelligence, refresh 3, haste 2, phalanx, end thunder, temper, shock spikes, and then finish it all up with putting up Utsesame Ni. Now you want to open the fight with frazzle 3 on Odin, then quickly paralyze 2, slow 2, addle 2, and finishing with Dia. The last thing you want to do is go ahead and dispel to get rid of dread spikes and in dark that may have been cast while you yourself were buffing. Once you're engaged and you've properly enfeebled Odin and have all your buffs up, simply stand there and get your melee swings in for 0 damage per round, and all of your enspell damage is what's going to do all the work and the damage in this fight. This will make it so he cannot gain any TP as long as he doesn't hit you, so make sure you keep those shadows up. If any of the 5 enfeebles that you landed on him wear off, immediately reapply them. Continue this until 50% hit points, at which point you want to quickly work in a Saboteur Silence. This is because under 50% hit points, he can use Mana Font, which gives him 2 possible ways to end your run. The first is Silenska, which will wipe your shadows and possibly allow him to get TP before you can get them back up, and most importantly, Kasutra is what he gains access to under Mana Font, which if used, will immediately end your run. This is why after 50% it becomes your most important task to get Silence to stick right after 50%, and to reapply it when it normally wears sometime right after 25% normally. Now in regards to drops, it looks like most commonly a single item drops every time you complete a normal run. Most frequently the rings will drop, so you may go a few runs without seeing something drop. But overall you should be able to get all of the drops from Odin within 10 to 20 runs when using this strategy on the normal difficulty. I am 10 runs in, and I have everything besides the body. Okay, let's go ahead and see what a battle example looks like. Enjoy the run, everyone. That's going to be it for our end spell strategy on Odin. I hope you found that helpful. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy out there.